Everything is energy, and that's all there is to it. That's what Einstein said, and he was right. See, energy can't be created, nor can it be destroyed. It only transforms. And that means you are not a body that has energy, but that you are energy in human form. See, when your body dies, it doesn't mean you stop existing. It means that you simply shift forms, like heat into light, like sound into music, like breath into wind. You are the signal, not the machine. But here's the problem. Most people are bleeding energy and don't even know it. Right now, you are broadcasting energy and leaking it. You're sending it out through your emotions, and it's being siphoned back by people, systems, and technologies designed to drain you. See, just how everything is energy, your attention is currency worth more than gold. And your focus is fuel. And if you don't control it, someone else will. Or rather, someone else will steal it from you. Because energy can't be destroyed, only transferred. So if you're losing yours, that means someone's collecting it against your will. This isn't just a theory, but real. Let me prove it to you. Think about your parents. Their mornings started with sunlight through the window, not a screen blinding them at 6 a.m. They had silence, space, time to think, healthy food to eat. And when they wanted connection, they looked someone in the eye. When they felt overwhelmed, they stepped outside, not into another algorithm. No endless notifications. No scrolling until they forgot what they were looking for. But now, look at us. We wake up to a device demanding our energy before our feet hit the floor. We measure our worth in likes, shares, and unread messages. We try to focus while fighting 37 open tabs, in our minds and our browsers. We're fed crisis, drama, and comparison before breakfast, which is processed as well. Then wonder why we feel behind, hollow, or numb. See, your parents didn't fight a 24/7 spiritual war on their nervous system. We do. And the price? Our energy, our clarity, and our peace. And it's all happening under the radar through the one thing you stopped noticing, your own body. Let me show you how deep this goes. Right now, without thinking, you just took a breath. At least that's what your mind did. You weren't aware of it until I mentioned it. But the moment I mentioned it, you took control. Now take a breath, but deeper this time. Do you notice that? You just switched from unconscious to conscious control in less than a second. Easy, right? So let me ask you this. Why are you still letting your life run on autopilot? Because that same switch works for everything. Your breath isn't the only thing that follows commands. Your energy does too. The thing you've been broadcasting right now into the world. You've probably noticed the moment when you walk into a room and instantly sense the vibe. Even when nobody speaks. You just have this feeling. But if you're here, I've got good news. In the next 45 minutes, you'll learn how to shift your energy deliberately. Using real neuroscience, quantum principles, and ancient Hermetic laws. You'll get the science, the tools, the protocols, and a free guide to help you seal your energy, tune your frequency, and rewire your reality from the inside out. And if you're still wondering whether energy is real, ask the animals. They sense earthquakes before they happen. They know storms are coming before radar does. They operate on vibration, not logic. Just like bees can see colors we can't. Just like dolphins navigate with sonar. Just like light exists beyond our visual spectrum. Just because you can't see a frequency doesn't mean it's not shaping your life. The birds you see daily migrate using Earth's magnetic field. We think we are better than birds. But can we do that without technology? See, you live in a sea of energy, most of which your senses are blind to. That's proven. And one man understood this better than anyone, Nikola Tesla. The genius who lit the modern world once said, "If you want to find the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration." He was building devices to tap into the Earth's natural resonance and broadcast energy wirelessly through the air. But his work didn't fit the narrative. He wasn't just inventing, He was decoding the blueprint of reality itself. Now listen to that again. Energy, frequency, vibration. Sound familiar? Because quantum physics says the same thing. Reality isn't solid. We don't predict reality, we collapse it through observation. Consciousness bends probability. It's a field of probability collapsed by observation. And even scripture said, "In the beginning was the Word." And that word was vibration, meaning frequency, meaning creation. See how it's all pointing to one idea, that you're not here to observe reality. You're here to generate it. But if energy is everything, and everything responds to frequency, then the only thing standing between you and the reality you want is the signal you're sending right now. So let's change that with this one first practice. The first practice is called the 90-second reset. And before you think another breathing exercise, let me show you why this one's different. Scientists discovered something fascinating about your nervous system. Every emotional wave, every stress response, every spike of anxiety runs its natural course in exactly 90 seconds. That's it, 90 seconds. Unless you feed it with your thoughts. See, when you feel anger rising, your body releases a cocktail of chemicals: cortisol, adrenaline, norepinephrine. These chemicals flood your system, creating that feeling of heat, that tension in your chest, that urge to react. But here's what they don't tell you. If you don't add thoughts to it, if you don't create a story around it, that chemical reaction completes itself in 90 seconds and dissolves the problem. We never let it complete. We think, why did they say that? What's wrong with me? I need to respond. This always happens. And boom, you've just restarted the 90-second cycle again, and again, and again, until 90 seconds becomes 90 minutes, or 90 days, or 90 years of carrying the same anger, the same fear, the same pattern. So here's the 90-second reset. Close your eyes, or keep them open if you're driving or working. This works either way. Step 1. Notice where you feel energy in your body right now. Not what you think, what you feel. Maybe tension in your shoulders, tightness in your jaw, a knot in your stomach. Just notice it. Step 2. Don't try to change it. Don't try to relax it. Just watch it like you're a scientist observing an experiment. What does it feel like? Does it pulse? Does it move? Is it hot or cold? Heavy or light? Step 3. Breathe into it. Not to fix it, just to be with it. Imagine your breath flowing directly into that sensation. In for 4 counts, hold for 4, out for 6. That longer exhale activates your vagus nerve, the main highway of your parasympathetic nervous system. Step 4. Keep watching, without judging, without creating a story. Just pure observation for 90 seconds. And here's what happens. The sensation changes. It might intensify first. That's normal. Your nervous system is finally allowed to complete its cycle. Then it softens, shifts, sometimes dissolves completely. That's energy moving. That's you taking back control from autopilot. That's the difference between being a victim of your energy and being the master of it. Now I know what some of you are thinking. This sounds too simple. Good, because the most powerful things usually are. Your parents didn't need a 12-week program to feel peaceful. They had space, silence, time for their nervous system to regulate naturally. We don't have that luxury anymore, but we have this. 90 seconds, anywhere, anytime. But here's where it gets interesting. That practice, it's just the surface, because the real question isn't, how do I manage my energy? Right now, as you're watching this, your brain is performing an invisible magic trick. It's filtering out thousands of sensations every single second. The feeling of your clothes against your skin, the pressure of your body on whatever you're sitting on, the subtle sounds in the background, the temperature of the air around you. Foundation, the neuroscience of filtering. Let's start with what's actually happening in your brain right now. Your brain processes about 11 million bits of information every second. But here's the catch. Your conscious mind can only handle about 40 to 50 bits per second. That means your brain has to filter out 99.999% of reality just to keep you functional. Think about that. You're only experiencing 0.001% of what's actually happening around you. The rest, filtered out, deleted, never reaches your awareness. Concrete example, number 2. Remember learning to drive? At first, everything demanded your conscious attention. The pedals, the steering wheel, checking mirrors, signaling. You were overwhelmed. But after a few months, you could drive while having a conversation, eating food, and thinking about what you're doing later, all at the same time. What changed? Your brain automated the driving process. It moved those skills from conscious processing to unconscious processing, freeing up your attention for other things. This same process happens with everything. Your brain is constantly deciding what deserves your attention and what gets filtered out. And here's where it gets interesting. What your brain chooses to show you is based on what it thinks is important to you. The ancient Buddhists understood this 2,500 years ago. Buddha said, anything that arises in the mind starts flowing as a sensation on the body. He knew that our thoughts create physical, energetic experiences. Our perceptions shape our reality. But now we have the neuroscience to prove it. Your brain has something called the Reticular Activating System, RAS. It's like a filter that decides what information gets through to your conscious awareness. And here's what's wild. Your RAS is programmable. It learns from your beliefs, your past experiences, your focus, and your emotions. Concrete example. Number 3. Ever bought a new car and suddenly started seeing that exact model everywhere? The cars were always there, but your RAS wasn't filtering for them. The moment you bought one, your brain decided that information was relevant and boom, now you see them everywhere. That's your RAS in action. This is the foundation of energy control. Because if your brain is already filtering reality based on what it thinks matters, you can train it to filter for different things, better things, opportunities instead of obstacles, abundance instead of scarcity, possibilities instead of limitations. The ancient philosopher Hermes Trismegistus wrote about this in ancient Egypt. He called it the principle of mentalism. The all is mind, the universe is mental. What he meant was that reality is shaped by consciousness, by thought, by attention. Modern neuroscience just proves what the ancients already knew. Exercise 1. Breathing awareness. Let me show you how powerful this is right now. Close your eyes for a moment. Just focus on your breathing. Don't try to change it. Just observe it. Notice how each breath is slightly different. Some breaths are deeper, some are shallower, some feel warm in your nostrils, some feel cool. Just observe without judgment. Keep doing this for about 30 seconds. Now here's what's happening. By simply observing your breath, without trying to control it, your breathing naturally starts to slow down. Your nervous system begins to shift from stress mode to calm mode. You didn't force it. You didn't try. You just brought awareness to it, and your body responded. That's energy control in its simplest form. Awareness creates change. And Aristotle said it perfectly. The energy of the mind is the essence of life. He understood that consciousness isn't separate from physical reality, it's the driver of it. Think about the last time you walked into a room and immediately felt the tension. Maybe it was an argument that just happened. Or maybe someone was angry. You couldn't see it, but you could feel it. That's because emotions create energetic fields. Your nervous system is picking up on the electromagnetic frequencies that other people emit. Science backs this up. The HeartMath Institute has measured the electromagnetic field produced by the human heart. It extends up to 3 feet outside your body. When you're feeling stressed, that field becomes chaotic and irregular. When you're feeling calm and coherent, it becomes smooth and rhythmic. And here's the wild part. Other people's nervous systems can detect these fields and synchronize with them. This is why you feel drained after spending time with certain people. They're not taking your energy in some mystical way. Their chaotic electromagnetic field is causing your nervous system to desynchronize, which costs you energy to regulate. And it's why you feel energized around other people. Their coherent field helps your nervous system find balance. This isn't woo-woo. This is measurable biology. Exercise 2. Feeling energy in your hands. Let's make this experiential right now. Hold your hands in front of you, palms facing each other, about 6 inches apart. Don't touch them together. Just hold them there. Now slowly move them closer together and then farther apart. Close, then far. Keep doing this slowly. After a few seconds, you might start to notice something. A tingling, a warmth, a slight magnetic feeling, like there's something between your palms. That's not your imagination. You're feeling the electromagnetic field generated by your own body. The more you practice this, the stronger the sensation becomes. Your brain is learning to tune into frequencies it normally filters out. That sensation you're feeling? That's energy. That's what we're learning to master. Now let's go deeper. Because if everything is energy, and we can influence energy with our awareness, then we need to understand the mechanism. Enter quantum physics. In 1927, physicists discovered something that broke their understanding of reality. They found that subatomic particles don't exist in a definite state until they're observed. This is called the observer effect. Let me explain this simply. Imagine you have a coin spinning in the air. While it's spinning, it's neither heads nor tails. It's both possibilities at once. But the moment you catch it and look at it, it collapses into one state, heads or tails. Your observation forced it to choose. That's essentially what happens at the quantum level. Particles exist as probability waves, multiple possibilities at once, until they're measured. Then they collapse into one definite state. Now, before you think this is just about tiny particles in labs, let me show you how this applies to your actual life. The physicist David Bohm proposed something called the implicate order. He said that visible reality, what we see and touch, is just the unfolded version of a deeper hidden order. Think of it like a hologram. Every piece contains information about the whole, and what appears separate is actually all connected at a deeper level. What this means practically is that your focused attention isn't just passively observing reality, it's actively selecting which possibilities become real. Let's say you're going into a job interview. Before you walk in, there are multiple possible outcomes existing as probabilities. You get the job. You don't get the job. They create a new position for you. They refer you somewhere better. All of these are quantum possibilities. But your mental state, your energy, your beliefs, your confidence starts collapsing those possibilities towards certain outcomes. If you walk in believing you're not qualified, your body language shifts. Your voice tonality changes. You make less eye contact. You answer questions defensively. The interviewer picks up on all of this unconsciously, and suddenly the probability of you not getting the job increases dramatically. But if you walk in knowing your value, genuinely believing you'd be an asset, your entire energetic presence shifts. You make eye contact. Your voice is clear. You answer with confidence. And now different probabilities start becoming more likely. Your internal state isn't just affecting you, it's affecting the entire field of possibilities around that interaction. This is what the ancient texts meant by mind creates reality. They didn't have the scientific language, but they observed the same phenomenon. Now let's talk about vibration, because this is where ancient wisdom and modern science intersect perfectly. Everything has a frequency: sound, light, emotions, thoughts. In ancient Egypt, Hermes Trismegistus recorded the vibrational patterns of sound. Some of the hieroglyphic designs on temple walls are actually visual representations of sound frequencies. When those notes are played, they create specific tones that were used in healing and consciousness expansion. One frequency that's been preserved through history is 432 Hz. This is considered the natural tuning of the universe. It resonates with the Schumann resonance, the electromagnetic frequency of the Earth itself, which is about 7.83 Hz. When you play music tuned to 432 Hz instead of the modern standard of 440 Hz, people report feeling more relaxed, more connected, more in flow. This isn't just subjective. Studies have shown that listening to 432 Hz music reduces heart rate and lowers cortisol levels, the stress hormone. Your body literally resonates with certain frequencies and becomes dissonant with others. This is why certain music makes you feel energized, while other music makes you feel agitated. It's not just the melody or lyrics, it's the frequency itself. Now here's where this gets really practical. Your emotions are frequencies too. The philosopher Immanuel Kant explored how the mind actively shapes the reality it perceives. He argued that we don't experience the world as it is. We experience it through our mental framework, our categories of understanding. What he was describing, in modern terms, is that our emotional frequency filters what we perceive. When you're in a low-frequency emotional state, fear, anger, resentment, shame, your brain literally filters reality to confirm that state. Your RAS looks for threats, for problems, for evidence that you're right to feel bad. Think about the last time you were really angry. Maybe someone cut you off in traffic. Suddenly, everything became annoying. The red light was too long. The person in front of you was driving too slow. The coffee you bought tasted wrong. Nothing actually changed in the external world. Your frequency changed, and your brain started filtering reality through that frequency. But when you're in a high-frequency emotional state, joy, gratitude, love, excitement, your brain filters for opportunities, synchronicities, and positive experiences. This is why gratitude practices work. Not because you're magically attracting good things, but because gratitude is a high-frequency emotion that literally reprograms your RAS to filter for more things to be grateful for. Lao Tzu, the ancient Chinese philosopher, understood this. He said, "Watch your thoughts, they become words. Watch your words, they become actions. Watch your actions, they become habits. Watch your habits, they become character. Watch your character, it becomes your destiny." He was describing how frequency compounds over time. Your thoughts create emotional frequencies. Those frequencies shape your actions. Your actions create patterns, and those patterns become your life. Let's make this concrete with money. If you constantly think thoughts like, "I never have enough," "money is hard to get," "rich people are greedy," you're vibrating at a frequency of lack. And your RAS will filter your reality to confirm this. You'll notice bills more than opportunities. You'll see obstacles more than pathways. You'll feel resentful when spending money instead of grateful for what it provides. But if you shift to thoughts like, "Money flows to me easily," "I create value and receive value," "Abundance is natural," you're vibrating at a frequency of abundance. Your RAS starts filtering for opportunities. You notice a job posting you would have scrolled past. You have an idea for a side business. Someone mentions an investment opportunity. The information was always there, but now you're tuned to receive it. This is exactly what the book, The Black Protocol of Wealth, explores. It breaks down how wealthy people maintain a frequency of abundance that literally attracts more wealth. Not through magic, but through how their nervous system and attention are trained. Exercise 3. The Observer Effect Practice. Let's practice this right now. Think of something in your life that's currently frustrating you. A problem you're dealing with. Maybe it's money, a relationship, your health, or your career. Got it? Good. Now, instead of thinking about the problem, I want you to imagine observing yourself thinking about the problem. Like you're a scientist watching your own mind. Don't try to solve it. Don't try to change it. Just observe. Notice what thoughts come up. Notice what emotions arise. Notice where you feel tension in your body. Just observe, like you're watching someone else. Do this for about 30 seconds. Now here's what just happened. By shifting into observer mode, you changed your relationship to the problem. You created space between you and the thought. And in that space, the emotional charge starts to decrease. The problem didn't change. Your frequency around it changed. This is practical quantum physics. You're training yourself to consciously choose which state you collapse into. Exercise 4. Shifting your emotional frequency. Now let's learn to consciously shift your frequency. Think of a moment in your life when you felt completely at peace. Maybe you were in nature. Maybe you were with someone you love. Maybe you just accomplished something meaningful. Really recall it. See it in your mind, feel what you felt. Now, place your hand on your heart. Take a slow breath in through your nose for 4 counts. Hold for 4 counts. Exhale through your mouth for 6 counts. Keep doing this while holding that peaceful memory in your mind. Do this for about 1 minute. What you're doing is called heart coherence. You're synchronizing your breathing with a high-frequency emotion, and your heart's electromagnetic field is becoming smooth and rhythmic. This isn't just meditation. This is measurable energy shifting. The HeartMath Institute has shown that 5 minutes of this practice can improve your immune function, increase your cognitive performance, and literally change your heart rate variability in ways that last for hours. You just shifted your frequency in real time, and with practice, you can learn to do this instantly in any situation. Part 3, the applications. Application 1, relationships. Now let's take everything we've learned and apply it to your actual life. Starting with relationships. The ancient philosopher Lao Tzu wrote extensively about harmony and flow. He understood that resistance creates friction, while alignment creates ease. In relationships, this plays out through energetic resonance. Here's what's happening at the neurological level. Humans have something called mirror neurons. When you interact with someone, your nervous system literally mirrors theirs. If they're stressed, your nervous system starts adopting patterns of stress. If they're calm, you start feeling calmer. Think about the last time you had a tense conversation. Maybe with a partner, a family member, or a coworker. You can probably remember the moment it started escalating. Their voice got louder, so yours did too. Their body language became more closed off, so yours did the same. You were mirror neurons in action, creating a feedback loop of tension. But here's what most people don't know. You can intentionally break that loop by shifting your own frequency first. Next time you're in a tense conversation, try this. Instead of matching their energy, consciously lower your volume. Slow down your speaking pace. Relax your shoulders. Take deeper breaths. What happens? Within 30 seconds to a minute, their nervous system will start mirroring yours. Their voice will naturally lower. Their breathing will slow down. The tension will decrease. Not because you convinced them of anything, but because you changed the energetic field of the interaction. This is practical energy manipulation, and it works because you're working with biology, not against it. But let's go deeper. Why do you attract certain people into your life and not others? Jean-Paul Sartre, the existentialist philosopher, talked about how we're condemned to be free, meaning we're constantly choosing who we become through our actions and beliefs. Every choice you make broadcasts a frequency, and that frequency resonates with similar frequencies in others. If you're vibrating at a frequency of self-doubt and people-pleasing, you'll attract people who take advantage of that. Not because they're evil, but because your frequency is a vibrational match for their pattern. You're unconsciously signaling, I'll prioritize your needs over mine. And certain people unconsciously respond to that signal. But the moment you shift your frequency, The moment you start valuing yourself, setting boundaries, honoring your own needs, the people who were attracted to your old frequency start feeling uncomfortable around you. They'll either rise to match your new frequency, or they'll naturally fall away. And new people who match your higher frequency will start appearing. This isn't mystical, it's pattern recognition. Your energy is information, and people unconsciously read that information and decide whether they resonate with it. Exercise 5. Energy awareness in relationships. Let's practice this awareness. Think of someone in your life right now. It could be anyone, a partner, friend, family member, co-worker. Now honestly assess. When you're around this person, does your energy increase or decrease? Do you feel more alive or more drained? Don't judge it. Just notice it. If your energy increases, this person is matching or elevating your frequency. That's a resonance relationship. If your energy decreases, one of two things is happening. Either their frequency is chaotic and your nervous system is working hard to regulate in their presence, or you're suppressing parts of yourself to maintain the relationship, which costs energy. This doesn't mean you need to cut people out of your life, but it does mean you need to be conscious of the energetic exchange, and you need to ask, am I willing to keep paying this energetic cost, or do I need to shift something, either my own frequency or the nature of this relationship? Awareness is always the first step. Step by step, raising someone else's frequency. Here's a powerful technique for consciously raising someone else's vibration. Step 1. Ground yourself first. You can't raise someone else's frequency if yours is unstable. Take 3 deep breaths. Do a quick heart coherence practice if needed. Step 2. Enter their presence with genuine curiosity, not judgment. Your intention matters. If you're thinking, I need to fix this person, they'll feel that energy as superiority, and they'll resist. But if you're genuinely curious about their experience, they'll feel safe. Step 3. Match their energy first, then gradually lead them higher. If they're speaking fast and agitated, start there. Mirror their pace for 30 seconds. Then slowly start slowing down your own speech. Lower your volume slightly. Their nervous system will naturally follow. Step 4. Ask questions that shift their focus from problem to possibility. Instead of, what's wrong? Try, what would feel better right now? Or, what's one small thing that could shift this? Questions direct attention, and attention creates reality. Step 5. Hold space without trying to change anything. Sometimes the most powerful thing you can do is just be present with high coherence yourself. Your nervous system becomes an anchor point that their system can synchronize with. This is advanced energy work, but it's completely practical. You're not doing anything to them. You're creating an energetic environment that makes higher frequencies accessible. Now let's talk about manifestation, because this is where most people get it wrong. They think manifestation is about visualizing what you want and waiting for it to magically appear. That's not how this works. Manifestation is about reprogramming your RAS, your reticular activating system, to filter reality for the opportunities that match your goals. Remember, your brain is already filtering 99.999% of reality. The question is, what is it filtering for? Immanuel Kant argued that we don't perceive reality as it is. We perceive it through our mental categories. Our mind imposes structure on experience. In practical terms, this means your beliefs about what's possible literally determine what you perceive as possible. Here's the car phenomenon again, but let's go deeper. You buy a red Honda. Suddenly you see red Hondas everywhere. But here's what's interesting. If you had bought a blue Toyota instead, you'd be seeing blue Toyotas everywhere. The cars aren't changing. Your RAS is. Your brain decided red Honda is relevant information, so now it filters for it. Your RAS doesn't distinguish between what you want and what you expect. It just filters for what you focus on. So if you're constantly thinking, I want money but I never have enough, your RAS filters for evidence of lack. You notice bills, you notice prices, you notice how much things cost. All confirming, C. Never enough. But if you consciously program your RAS to filter for abundance, everything shifts. Let me give you a specific protocol. Let's say you want to earn an extra $5,000 in the next 90 days. Most people would visualize having the money and stop there. Wrong approach. Here's what actually works. Step 1. Get specific about what $5,000 would give you. Not just more money, but what specifically would change. Would you pay off a debt? Take a trip? Invest in something? Feel less stressed? Get specific. The more specific, the more your RAS knows what to filter for. Step 2. Ask solution-focused questions before sleep. Your brain continues processing while you sleep. Before bed, ask, what's one way I could create $500 this week? Don't try to answer it consciously. Just ask the question and go to sleep. Your subconscious will work on it, and often you'll wake up with ideas you didn't have before. Step 3. Prime your RAS every morning. Right when you wake up, before checking your phone, ask, what opportunity could show up today that moves me closer to my goal? This programs your RAS to filter for opportunities throughout the day. Step 4. Take action on micro opportunities. When your RAS starts showing you possibilities, a random conversation, an email, an idea, act on them immediately, even if it seems small. This trains your brain that when it filters for opportunities, you actually respond, so it keeps filtering for more. This isn't magic. This is neuroscience applied to goal achievement. The book Aware of Deception goes deep into how society programs your RAS to filter for scarcity and fear. It's designed that way to keep you consuming, working, and compliant. But once you understand the mechanism, you can reprogram it for your own goals instead of someone else's agenda. Exercise 6. Programming your RAS. Let's do this right now. Think of one goal you have, something specific you want to achieve in the next 90 days. Got it? Now, I want you to write down, or just think through, 3 questions. What would achieving this goal give me? Be specific. Go beyond the surface answer. What's one small action I could take today that moves me toward this? If opportunities related to this goal were appearing right now, what would they look like? These 3 questions just programmed your RAS. Your brain is now looking for answers. For the next few days, pay attention. Notice what shows up: a conversation, an email, an idea, an article. Your brain will start filtering reality differently. The key is, when you notice something, act on it, even if it's small. This creates a feedback loop that makes your RAS even more effective over time. Application 3. Energy manipulation. Now we're getting into advanced territory. Let's talk about consciously manipulating energy, yours and your environment's. Aristotle said, "The energy of the mind is the essence of life." He understood that mental energy could be directed intentionally. And while he didn't have the scientific framework we have now, he observed the effects. Here's what we now know. Your body generates measurable electromagnetic fields. Your heart generates the strongest one, about 100,000 times stronger electrically and 5,000 times stronger magnetically than your brain. And these fields don't stop at your skin. They extend into the space around you. When you walk into a room, you're not just a physical presence. You're an energetic presence, and you can learn to consciously shape that presence. Concrete example. Number 16. Think about someone you know who just has presence. When they walk into a room, people notice, not because they're loud or attention-seeking, but because they have a coherent, powerful energy field. They're not scattered, they're not anxious, they're centered, and that coherence is palpable. You can develop this. Concrete example number 17. Here's a morning energy ritual that takes 10 minutes but changes your entire day. Step 1, 2 minutes. Before you get out of bed, place your hand on your heart. Take 5 deep breaths. On each exhale, imagine releasing any tension, worry, or heaviness from yesterday. Visualize it leaving your body like smoke. Step 2, 3 minutes. Still lying down, bring to mind 3 things you're grateful for. Not generic things, specific things. And really feel the gratitude in your chest. This raises your baseline frequency immediately. Step 3, 3 minutes. Set your intention for the day, not your to-do list, your energetic intention. How do you want to show up? Calm, focused, open, powerful? Choose one word and imagine what it would feel like to embody that quality all day. Step 4, 2 minutes. Stand up, stretch, and do what I call an energy circulation. Rub your hands together vigorously for 10 seconds until they're warm. Then slowly move them apart and back together, feeling the magnetic sensation between your palms. You're activating your awareness of your own field. Do this for about a minute. When you complete this protocol, you're not just feeling good. You're literally changing the coherence of your electromagnetic field, and that field affects how you move through the world for the next 12 hours. Concrete example number 18. Now let's talk about clearing a room's energy before an important meeting or conversation. Physical spaces absorb and hold energetic patterns. If an office has been the site of constant stress and conflict, that pattern lingers. New people entering the space will unconsciously pick up on it and feel tense without knowing why. But you can shift this. Step 1. Before the meeting, arrive 5 minutes early if possible. Stand in the room alone. Step 2. Take 3 deep breaths. Center yourself using the heart coherence technique we practiced earlier. Step 3. Imagine the space filling with light or fresh air, whatever image feels natural to you. You're not doing this for mystical reasons. You're doing it because your intention creates coherence in your own field, and your field influences the space around you. Step 4. If you can, open a window. Fresh air literally changes the ions in the room. Negative ions, which come from moving air, plants, and water, actually improve mood and cognitive function. There's science behind this. Step 5. When people enter, your coherent energy becomes an anchor. The room doesn't feel tense anymore because you've shifted the baseline frequency. Again, this isn't magic. This is energy work based on biology and physics. The book, Aware of Deception, talks about how governments and corporations use these principles unconsciously to manipulate energy in spaces. Corporate offices are often designed to create low-level stress, fluorescent lights, no windows, sterile environments. This keeps people compliant and focused on tasks, not questioning the system. But once you understand the mechanism, you can work with it intentionally instead of being a passive recipient of someone else's energetic design. Exercise 7. Energy circulation technique. Let's practice this circulation technique right now because it's one of the most powerful tools for maintaining high energy throughout the day. Sit comfortably. Place your hands on your knees, palms facing up. Take a slow breath in. As you inhale, imagine energy coming up from the earth, through your feet, up your legs, into your core. Hold for a moment. Now exhale slowly. As you exhale, imagine that energy moving up from your core, through your chest, down your arms, and out through your palms. Inhale again. This time, imagine energy coming down from above, entering the top of your head, flowing down through your spine into your core. Exhale. Feel it flow from your core, through your chest, down your arms, out your palms. Keep this going for about 2 minutes. Inhale. Energy in. Exhale. Energy out. Circulating. Flowing. What you're doing is training your awareness to direct energy. And the more you practice this, the more control you'll have over your energetic state in real time. This is a technique that martial artists, meditators, and energy healers have used for centuries. It works because you're aligning your breath, attention, and intention, three of the most powerful tools for energy manipulation. Part 4. The Awakening, the Red Pill. Now we need to talk about something deeper, something that might make you uncomfortable. But if you've stayed with me this far, you're ready. The moment of awakening hits each person differently. For some, it comes like a bolt of lightning, sudden and shocking. For others, it creeps in slowly like the morning sun breaking through clouds. But once you see it, you can't unsee it. Think back to all the times you felt something wasn't quite right. Those little doubts that popped up when you watched the news. That gut feeling that the story didn't add up. Those weren't random thoughts. They were your inner compass pointing toward truth. Here's what most people never realize. We've been taught since childhood to accept what we're told. School trained us to memorize rather than question. Media feeds us pre-packaged views rather than raw facts. The system rewards compliance and punishes independent thinking. But why? Jean-Paul Sartre explored this in his philosophy of existentialism. He argued that society creates bad faith, a state where people deny their own freedom and hide behind roles, rules, and expectations to avoid the responsibility of choosing their own path. We pretend we have no choice because having choice means having responsibility. And responsibility feels heavy, so we give our power away. To authority figures, to experts, to systems, we say, they know better than me. And in doing so, we stop thinking for ourselves. But here's the truth, we are born free. Not just legally free, but free in mind and spirit. No one has the right to control your thoughts, limit your potential, or force you down a path you didn't choose. Yet that's exactly what happens through subtle manipulation every single day. Concrete example number 19. Look at how we live now. We wake up to alarm clocks, already starting the day in a state of stress. We rush to jobs that often don't fulfill us. We buy things we don't need because advertising has convinced us we're incomplete without them. We watch shows and scroll feeds that numb our minds. We go to bed exhausted only to repeat it all again tomorrow. We're told this is normal, this is success, this is life. But is it really? Or have we been programmed through frequency manipulation, through repetitive messaging, through fear and scarcity conditioning, to accept a reality that serves someone else's agenda? This is where energy control becomes more than just personal development. It becomes an act of liberation. Because the people who understand frequency control, governments, corporations, media conglomerates, they use it on you. They know that fear vibrates at a low frequency and makes you compliant. They know that scarcity thinking makes you compete instead of cooperate. They know that distraction keeps you from looking too closely at the systems that control you. The book, Aware of Deception, breaks this down in detail. It shows how everything from news cycles to social media algorithms to the layout of grocery stores is designed to keep you in a low-frequency state where you're easier to manipulate. But here's the good news. Once you understand the game, you can stop playing by their rules. Reclaiming your power. So how do you reclaim your power? The truth is simple. We have far more power than we've been led to believe. Our thoughts create our reality. Our focus shapes our experience. Our choices determine our path. But we've given this power away, bit by bit, until we forgot we ever had it. Reclaiming it starts with one simple step: questioning everything. Not from a place of paranoia, but from a place of honest curiosity. Ask yourself, why do I believe what I believe? Who benefits from me believing this? What would change if I believed something different? These questions crack open the shell of illusion and let light stream in. Concrete example number 20. Let's take a common belief. I need to work hard for 40 years, save money, and then I can retire and enjoy life. Why do you believe this? Where did it come from? Who benefits from you believing this? The corporations that get 40 years of your labor, the banks that hold your retirement accounts, the system that depends on you staying productive and compliant. What would change if you believed something different? If you believed you could design a life you don't need to retire from? If you believed work could be fulfilling and wealth could come from aligned action instead of grinding sacrifice? I'm not saying the first belief is wrong and the second is right. I'm saying question it. Think for yourself. As you start asking questions, you'll notice patterns. You'll see how fear is used to control behavior, how artificial scarcity creates competition, how distraction keeps us from looking too closely at what really matters. The pieces start fitting together. But here's what they don't want you to know. Awakening isn't just about seeing what's wrong. It's about recognizing what's possible. When you break free from mental chains, you tap into creativity you didn't know you had. You find strength you forgot existed. You rediscover your true self. This awakening comes with responsibility. Once you see the truth, you can't go back to sleep. You become responsible for your own growth, your own choices, your own path. No more following blindly, no more accepting without questioning. Some people will resist your awakening. They'll call you crazy, tell you to stay in line, try to pull you back into the old patterns. This is normal. Change makes people uncomfortable, especially when it challenges their own beliefs. Stand firm in your truth, not with anger or judgment, but with calm certainty. The truth doesn't need defending, it simply is. Exercise 8. Identify where you gave power away. Let's make this practical. Take a moment and think about these areas of your life: your career, your relationships, your finances, your health, your beliefs about yourself. For each area, ask, where did I give my power away? Maybe you let someone else decide your career path. Maybe you stayed in a relationship longer than you should have because you were afraid of being alone. Maybe you believed someone else's opinion about your worth. Maybe you accepted limitations that were never really yours. Just notice. Don't judge yourself. This is about awareness. Now ask, what would reclaiming my power in this area look like? Not some massive overhaul, just one small step, one decision, one boundary, one choice that honors your truth instead of someone else's expectation. Write it down if you can, or just hold it in your mind. That's your next step. Take it. Exercise 9. Power Reclamation Ritual. Here's a powerful practice for reclaiming your energy. Find a quiet moment. Stand up, feet shoulder width apart. Take a deep breath. Now say out loud or in your mind, I reclaim my power. Say it again with more conviction. I reclaim my power. One more time. I reclaim my power. Now think of a specific situation where you gave your power away. See it in your mind. And now imagine that energy, that piece of yourself you gave away, returning to you. Visualize it as light, as energy, flowing back into your chest. Feel it returning. Breathe it in. Say one more time. I reclaim my power. This might seem simple, but don't underestimate it. Your subconscious mind responds to clear declarations of intent. You're quite literally reprogramming your energetic signature. Do this practice daily for a week. Each time, reclaim power from a different situation or person. Watch how your entire presence shifts. Part 5. Mastery and Integration. The complete system. Now let's put everything together into a complete daily protocol, because knowledge without application is just entertainment. You need a system. Here's your 24-hour energy mastery schedule. Morning, first 30 minutes after waking. 5 a.m., energy activation, 10 minutes. Hand on heart, 5 deep breaths. Release yesterday's tension. 3 specific gratitudes. Set your energetic intention. 1 word. Calm, powerful, open, focused. Energy circulation practice. rubbing hands, feeling the field. 5:10 a.m., RAS programming, 5 minutes. Ask your morning question. What opportunity could show up today? Visualize one goal as already achieved. Feel it, don't just see it. 3 solution-focused questions for your subconscious to work on throughout the day. 5:15 a.m., physical grounding, 15 minutes. Movement. Yoga, stretching, walking, or any physical practice. This isn't about fitness, it's about connecting consciousness with body. While moving, maintain awareness of your energy field. Midday, around lunch, 12 p.m. Energy check-in, 3 minutes. Pause whatever you're doing. Close your eyes. Do a quick body scan. Where is there tension? Where is energy stuck? 3 deep breaths. Release tension on the exhale. Reset your intention for the afternoon. Afternoon, around 3 to 4 p.m., when energy typically dips. 3 p.m., frequency shift, 5 minutes. This is when most people reach for caffeine or sugar. Instead, do a heart coherence practice. Hand on heart, breathe 4-4-6. Recall a high-frequency memory. If possible, step outside for 2 minutes. Natural light and fresh air recalibrate your system. Evening, before dinner, 6 p.m. Gratitude practice, 3 minutes. Write down or mentally note 3 specific things that went well today. Include at least one small thing you normally wouldn't notice. This trains your RAS to filter for positive micro-moments. Before sleep, 30 minutes before bed. 9:30 p.m. Evening release, 5 minutes. Do the energy circulation practice again. But this time, on the exhale, consciously release anything you picked up during the day that isn't yours. Other people's stress, environment's heaviness, accumulated tension. Imagine it flowing out of your palms into the earth. 9:35 p.m. Subconscious programming, 5 minutes. Ask 3 questions for your subconscious to work on while you sleep. These should be solution-focused questions related to your goals. Don't try to answer them. Just ask and release. Your brain will process them during REM sleep. 9:40 p.m. Sleep preparation, 20 minutes. No screens. The blue light disrupts your circadian rhythm and lowers your frequency. Read something uplifting or educational. Or practice a body scan meditation. The goal is to enter sleep in a high, peaceful frequency. This determines the quality of your sleep and your state when you wake. Troubleshooting common issues. Issue 1. I feel other people's energy too much and it drains me. Solution. Practice what's called energetic boundaries. Before entering a crowded or tense environment, visualize a sphere of light around you, not to block everything out, but to filter what comes in. You're permeable, not porous. You can be open without being overwhelmed. And practice the evening release every night without fail. Don't carry other people's energy to bed. Issue 2. I can't maintain high frequency throughout the day. I start strong but crash. Solution. You're trying to maintain one static state. That's not how energy works. Energy is dynamic, it flows. Instead of trying to stay high vibe constantly, practice surfing the waves. When energy dips, acknowledge it. Do a 90-second heart coherence reset and let it rise naturally. Trying to force high frequency is still control, and control creates resistance. Issue 3. People in my life don't understand this work, and it's isolating. Solution. You're going through what's called awakening isolation. It's temporary. As you stabilize at a higher frequency, one of 2 things happens. Either the people around you rise to meet you, because your coherent field makes higher frequencies accessible to them, or new people who match your frequency naturally appear. Trust the process. Don't try to convince anyone or convert anyone. Just embody it. Your example is the message. Issue 4. I understand the concepts, but I'm not seeing results in my actual life. Solution. Understanding is step 1. Application is step 2. But there's a step 3 most people miss. Persistence. Your RAS was programmed for decades to filter reality a certain way. Reprogramming takes consistent practice. The protocol I just gave you needs to be done daily for at least 30 days before the shifts become automatic. Most people give up after a week. Be the one who doesn't. Exercise 10. Full energy control practice. Let's do one complete practice right now that integrates everything you've learned. Sit comfortably. Close your eyes. Step 1. Ground, 30 seconds. Feel your body in contact with the chair or floor. Feel gravity pulling you down. You're connected to the earth. Step 2. Center, 30 seconds. Bring your awareness to your heart center. Place your hand there if it helps. Take 3 slow breaths, feeling your hand rise and fall. Step 3. Activate 1 minute. Begin the 4-4-6 breathing pattern. Inhale for 4, hold for 4, exhale for 6. While you breathe, recall a moment when you felt powerful, peaceful, or joyful. Let that feeling build in your chest. Step 4. Expand 1 minute. Now imagine your energy field expanding with each inhale. It moves beyond your skin, filling the space around you. You're not contained by your body, you're an energetic presence extending outward. Feel how large your field can become. Step 5. Direct, 30 seconds. Choose one intention for this field. Maybe it's calm, maybe it's confidence, maybe it's openness. Whatever you choose, saturate your field with that quality. Every cell, every thought, every breath. Step 6. Release, 30 seconds. Now, on your next few exhales, release anything that doesn't match this intention. Doubt, fear, tension. Just let it flow out. Open your eyes. That was a full energy control practice. 3 minutes. You just consciously directed your energetic state from scattered to coherent, from reactive to intentional. Do this every morning, and I promise you, within 30 days, people will ask, what's different about you? They won't know what it is, they'll just feel it. Living as energy. So here we are. You now understand something most people will never grasp. You are not a solid body living in a physical world. You are energy, vibrating at a specific frequency in a universe that's entirely made of energy. And now that you know this, you have a choice. You can go back to living as if you're powerless, as if reality just happens to you, as if your thoughts and feelings don't matter. Or you can step into mastery. This isn't just about personal success. This is about how you show up in the world. Because every person who wakes up, who takes responsibility for their own frequency, who stops being manipulated by fear and scarcity, that person becomes a beacon. In the movie Inception, the characters learn to manipulate reality by changing the rules of the dream. But the real Inception is this. The rules you've been living by your entire life were someone else's dream. And you can wake up from it. In the Matrix, Neo doesn't gain power by trying to break the Matrix from the outside. He gains power by realizing the Matrix is a mental construct, and mental constructs can be reprogrammed. That's what you're doing here. You're not trying to escape reality. You're learning to consciously participate in creating it. Now, this comes with responsibility. You can't use these tools to manipulate or control others. Well, you can. But if you do, you'll create karmic debt, energetic resistance, and ultimately, you'll collapse your own frequency. These principles work best when used with integrity and alignment. Use them to elevate yourself. Use them to create value. Use them to be a positive force in other people's lives. Use them to build the reality you actually want, instead of the one you inherited. And as more people wake up to this, as more people reclaim their power and raise their frequency, we collectively shift the baseline frequency of our entire society. This isn't just self-help. This is cultural transformation. And you're part of it. If you've made it this far, you're not here by accident. Something in you knew you needed this. So here's what I want you to do. Comment below "I am energy" if you're committing to the 30-day protocol. Not just watching this video and moving on, actually applying it. Because information without application is just entertainment. And you didn't spend 90 minutes here to be entertained. You're here to transform. In the description below, I've also created a free PDF guide that breaks down the 30-day protocol with daily checklists and tracking tools. Link in the description. And if you want to go even deeper into this work, check out my video on the observer effect in real life, where we explore quantum mechanics in even more detail. Link in the card above and in the description. Subscribe if you haven't already. This channel is dedicated to practical mysticism, blending ancient wisdom with modern science so you can actually transform your life, not just think about transforming it. Thank you for trusting me with your time and attention for the past 90 minutes. That's a rare gift in this distracted world, and I don't take it lightly. You are energy. You are powerful. You are limitless. Now go prove it. I'll see you in the next one.